Hi everyone, welcome to Table for Two. I am the Elusive Bigfoot.
And I'm Onezie.
And today we are talking about our top 5 games, in no particular order except for the last one, of games that have dragons. Now, this could be a major component, it could be in the art, could be in different ways, but these are games that for us, it's like, this is a good dragon kind of game. So when you feel that dragon need coming on, might pull this one out. So my first game is Flamecraft. It is a game that has, was that yours?
I have it on my list.
You have it on your list, great. So Flamecraft is a game that came out a couple of years ago and the reason why I love this is because you've got dragons interacting with humans and they've got their bakery or they've got their meat shop and you're making potions and it's a set collection game and it's not a scary dragon game. It's just such a beautiful, cute little game. Love this.
There are lots of instances in life where dragons are the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
However, in this game, dragons are your friends.
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
All right. That was also my first one.
All right. What do you have on there?
What else do I have on there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my next game up on that list is Dice Miner.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So
Yeah.
on some of the dice
Mm-hmm.
in Dice Miner,
Mm-hmm.
there are dragons, which is why I considered it to be a dragon game.
Oh, for sure.
And on this one, the dragons are against you.
Yeah.
And you need to have, I believe, other dice with swords
Mm-hmm.
to fight them off.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Dragon shields. I think it's
dragon
shields.
shields, or you'll lose points at the end of
Mm-hmm.
the round.
Yeah, that's a great game. The game just feels so substantial also in my hand, with all the dice that you're rolling, because you're not just rolling like 5 or 6 dice by the end of the game because you're getting more and more dice that you're pulling off of this mountain and you're mining for it. You could be rolling 25, 30 dice. So great game. Okay, my next game is, and this is a little obvious, and it doesn't show up in a lot of our games, but it's Magic the Gathering.
Oh, hey.
So there's definitely dragons that are appearing there almost always. You're probably, using this as something that's going to be attacking, but it's just a great one-to-one, head-to-head kind of game that you can play.
It's always good to have at least one flying thing in
Oh,
the game.
they are good flying things. Right?
All right. So the next one up on my list
Mm-hmm.
is Clank.
Oh, that's good.
With
We are
Clank,
not duplicating. This is
with
good.
Clank, you're exploring a dungeon and then
Mm-hmm.
trying to get the heck out of there with whatever loot you can happen to get.
Mm-hmm.
And there are many things in the dungeon, but I believe some of them are dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And so Clank is my choice.
Yeah, it's a great deck drafting game. Deck building game where you're trying to buy new cards to put in your hand and play them so that you can move along the path to go and steal stuff and not make noise and clank around. So great game.
You
What do you
actually
think of
don't
that?
want to clank.
You don't want to clank. We're thieves. We don't want to do that. Okay, my next one, and it just shows up and it's like in the background and you always wonder when are we going to hit this. It is Lord of the Rings, Journeys in Middle Earth.
Duplicate.
Oh, is it really?
Duplicate.
Yeah. So it's not, you don't have a lot of dragons throughout the whole thing, but when you know Smog is in there somewhere, you can hardly wait to get to it.
Yeah, it's such. I was so glad when this game came out because we've played lots of dungeon crawlers and
Mm-hmm.
D&D over the years and
Mm-hmm.
such. And you just always want to play Bilbo.
Ah,
You want to play Gimli, right?
yeah,
You want those IP characters.
yeah,
Finally,
yeah.
we have a game with those IP characters. I
And
love it.
one thing I love about this game is that somebody doesn't have to sit out to be the dungeon master. It does come with an app and it will guide you on what you're going to do. And instead of rolling dice to see how lucky you are at things, you have cards that you're flipping over. And then you've got your weapons, you've got your skill level, and it'll tell you whether or not you were successful.
It's a great
Great
game.
game.
Great game.
I think that ended up taking us 2 months to play the full campaigns of what we were on, the full campaign with all the adventures. And even so, I mean, they've got different expansions you can add on to it, but I would love to revisit
I'm
that.
sure there were other scenarios. There were about 25 scenarios
Yeah,
or
there
something
was,
like that that came with it.
yeah. All right. My next game is where the dragon is not really a major component, but it's in the artwork, and it is Tang Garden. So in this game, you have miniatures. You've got this beautiful garden, and with your miniatures, you decide you first you place your tiles according to the rules of tile placing. You know, it's got to connect similar to like Carcassonne. But then also you have these miniatures and you place your miniatures in certain areas, but it matters in which direction they face, whether or not you'll get extra points. And in this game, the emperor wants to face dragons. So the dragons are actually on the wall pieces that are on the outside of the game. And the art, oh my gosh, talk about the art being beautiful. This game is stunning. It's also a great table presence as well. It's just beautiful. Highly recommend if you get a chance to play this game, do try it out. But that is Tang Garden.
Yeah, we played this game at a convention and it was so
Yeah,
beautiful. We had to seek it out just so we could look at it
yeah,
at home
yeah.
because it was so lovely to look at.
Well, not just to look at, but I like playing
I
it
like
too.
playing it too.
All right, that brings me to my final one. Does that bring you to your last one?
That brings me to my last
I
one.
wonder if we have the same one.
I doubt it.
Okay, what did you get?
My game, my last game,
Mm-hmm.
is Munchkin.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. That's good.
So Munchkin is a sort of comedy dungeon card game.
Yeah,
Kick
stab
in,
your friend in the back kind of game.
kick in the door, fight the monster, get the treasure. That's the
Mm-hmm.
basic idea.
And
And
make deals with the other people playing the game against whoever is winning.
and there are plenty of dragons and other critters in there
Depending which version you play. They have many different themes.
to fight. Yes.
Hmm.
So Munchkin is my top pick for a
Very nice.
dragon game.
Okay, so my final pick is Zorro of the High Seas. So in this game, you have got boats that are traversing through the open seas, and you're taking turns playing tiles onto a board, and they need to connect. Sometimes they cross, sometimes they turn, sometimes they do this strange loop to loop, and you got to figure out where it goes. But you're placing a tile to connect and move your boat along the ocean. You don't want to run to the edge of the board because then you die. You don't run into another player because then you die, and you definitely don't want to run into one of the existing dragons that are on the board because then you die. But you are rolling dice, and depending on the roll, you are moving the existing what do they call it? Daikaiju?
Kaiju.
Daikaiju dragons. Either you're spinning the tile or you're moving it in one of the four directions that it shows, or you're bringing a new one out. So sometimes the dragons will run into each other and then that dragon is out, or runs off the board and that dragon is out. But it's one thing I like about this one over regular Soro is that it's got that added element of the dragon, and the strategy is like, what are the odds that dragon is still going to be there when I need to go? Or, oh shoot, I thought I was safe and all the dragons are coming to me now and there is nowhere for me to go. So,
And in case you're wondering, Soro is TS. Starts with a T.
TSURO. I will have, yeah, you probably can see me just blinking it right there in front of you.
Blinking.
It might be blinking.
Can
It
I,
may.
blink, can I blink it in front of you?
Go ahead,
I
blink.
wonder if I can do that.
Go ahead,
Do I
blink
have
it.
the skill?
I'll see what I can do. It might not be blinking. It may just be static. I don't want to drive you guys nuts, but make sure it's right there under his hands. All right, I think that's it.
All right, so that's our top 5 in no particular order except for the last one.
Except for the last one.
Dragon games.
All right. So if you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm the Elusive Bigfoot.
And I'm Onezie.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.